Hey babes, welcome back to the channel. My name is Deanna May, and today we're going to be doing an album review of Harry Styles' Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. Thorough, critical review, but also all in fun because I am a Harry Styles fan. So just sit down, we're going to be doing our makeup, and let's watch the video. I saw him at Madison Square Garden for Treat People with Kindness tour. That's what this was, right? No, Harry's house. And it was so good. It was so good. I sat like mad far away. Let's do the makeup and let's yap. Okay, guys, what is this 42-minute album? Why is it only 42 minutes? I realized all the songs were super short when I was listening it through the first time. I was like, wait, this song's over? Wait. I have a lot of opinions on this album, but I feel like we should go song by song and then we'll do like a big old opinion drop at the end. I always start off by saying which makeup product I use and then I just go on and like never talk about it again, but we always start with our e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer. Let's start with Aperture. Let's start at the drop of Aperture. Let's start with them doing listening parties in New York. When I saw that they were like letting a few other people come and do listening parties in New York, I was like, oh, okay. I honestly think that's kind of a cool concept. You know, I already knew Harry Styles was a big New York fan because he's always in his past tours, he always had a bunch of dates in New York. More dates than in London. Yeah, this was before the tour announcement. The girlies were like, yeah, it's kind of like bee-boo bee-bop, bee-boo boo-boo bop, bee-boo boo-boo bop. And the girl is like, yeah, it's techno. And people were like, all these girls are gonna be wrong and they're dummies, they don't know nothing about nothing. And I'm like, they listened to the song. It was jealousy. It was just like the shorties on TikTok who didn't get to go to listening parties was a little jealous, I think, because they were like, the song's gonna come out and it's not gonna be techno disco at all. These shorties don't know nothing about techno disco. But then the song came out and everyone was like, oh well, maybe they were right. I like Aperture, but I was gonna like Aperture whether it was by Harry Styles or by it was some sort of Instagram targeted ad to get me to listen to some indie artist. I was gonna like it then. You know those ads on Instagram? Hey, listen to my song now on Spotify. They're like a small artist with like maybe 3,000 monthly listeners or so. I guess, man, that's a lot. The thing about Aperture is I like Aperture. I like some of the Gaga songs. What does Harry know about that? What does he know about house techno disco? Let's look up what the internet says this genre is. The fourth studio album by English singer-songwriter Harry Styles. The genres are pump rock, synth pop, dance pop, pop music. Dang, disco is not even mentioned once. Disco's not even mentioned. Pop rock, synth rock, dance pop, pop music. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, pop. Baseball, baseball, baseball. Yeah, I liked Aperture. I liked the music video because I like music videos. An artist had said that music videos were a dying art, and they are a dying art. I feel like Sabrina Carpenter is trying to bring it back. Like, I feel like she's like, I love Sabrina Carpenter. Music videos should tell a story, and if not tell a story, be a compilation of a bunch of random nonsense, because why not? That's fun, you know? I don't know, I love a good music video, and though that was insane, and I still don't know the concept of it today, and I don't need to look it up, I don't care that much. Let's go into American Girls. American Girls was the second drop. And I was like, ooh, okay. The thing about American Girls is if the 1975 did it, it would have been so much better. Like, they would have put a nasty guitar to it. They would have picked some background synth. They would have added extra vocals. There's like barely any extra vocals in the song. And Harry Styles used to do a choir. And Treat People with Kindness, he did a choir like 3 songs. So where's that? Hey. Where's this choir? Where's the backup vocals? This song is like kind of country pop. It's like riding around in your Ford F-150 with your hand in your girl's thigh and a beer in your hand. No other hand driving a car. What are we doing here? Oh wait, I didn't even tell you what the freaking lip tint. This lip tint I'm obsessed with. It's by Clarins, number 13. And then I always go with my NARS Radiant Concealer, a Monday. Yeah, that's the thing about American Girls, and that's the thing about a lot of these songs is that they could have been so much better. Maybe if they were by another artist or if there was just more time spent. I don't know if this album, rushed. And it's just like, we don't expect this from you, Harry, because Harry's House was really good. Treat People with Kindness was really good. Harry Styles, the album, was also really good. And those albums felt like full big bodies of work. It felt like he actually went to the studio and gave a damn. And he actually like talked about writing lyrics that told a story. Okay, let's go to Ready, Steady, Go. I feel like Ready, Steady, Go could have also been really good if it wasn't 2 minutes and 40 seconds long. Like, at the end, when he gets to that rock, it should have gone on for much longer. Like, let the drums go stupid crazy. Justice for Kiwi. He should have done a rock album. Harry Styles, we know you can do it. We heard Kiwi, Justice for Kiwi. That's one of my favorite songs. I feel like it's not talked about enough. I feel like he doesn't perform it live. Maybe he doesn't like it or something. I don't know, but Ready, Steady, Go was like closest to rock I feel like we were going to get in a while since Kiwi. Kiwi is from Treat People with Kindness. Yeah, it's kind of like a rock punk. I'm having your baby. None of your business. Yes, Eric. That's good. And then let's go into Are You Listening Yet? Are You Listening Yet? With a choir or some sort of opera would have ascended us. We would have ascended. If he would have put a choir behind Are You Listening Yet? Oh man, that could have been the song. And then the lyrics to the song make no damn sense. Like, it's like he's kind of trying to say a social commentary, but at the same time, he doesn't want to say a social commentary. Like, he feels like maybe it's not his place. It's just, I don't know, it's lazy. That's all I can say is like, he had a bunch of one-liners in his journal. And he was like, I gotta use these. These are from 4 years ago. I gotta throw them in a song. And he pieced a bunch of one-liners together and put up some adjectives with it to make it feel like a lyric. It's not. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense in this song. It don't make no sense in that song. Should have put a choir behind Are You Listening Yet? Oh, it would have been so good. Taste Back and The Waiting Game and Season 2 Weight Loss all sound like the same song. It just sounds like they changed the tempo. It's not like Harry Styles got one of those beep boop boop bop pads and was just like, yeah, put some, throw it in there. It sounds the same and there's no disco. Where's the disco? Hey! Now that I've looked up the genre, I'm like, okay, well, there isn't any disco in this. The album is called Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. There's a disco on the album cover. You would think, like, watch this TikTok. Why do we got DJs on TikTok making a better disco version of your disco album? We have to go out of our way to add disco to your disco album. Oh, when he said disco occasionally, he meant it. He meant it. I don't like Taste Back, Waiting Game, or Season 2 Weight Loss. While skimming off the top, a personality, considering you've been a little over honest lately and you apologize, a dirty clown. You don't apologize like a dirty clown. You apologize, a dirty clown. So she feels like a dirty clown? Or because she's like putting herself out there, but then it falls flat, so it doesn't work, and so she's like a dirty, I don't know. Sometimes we don't say lyrics. Sometimes we keep our lyrics to ourselves. All right, let's go to Coming Up Roses. I think Coming Up Roses is my favorite song on the album, and that wasn't a hard feat to be. I think it's everyone's favorite song on the album because it was a Harry Styles song. On a Harry Styles album, we were like, yes. And that's not to say that Harry Styles should leave his genre. I don't think that at all. I think he can do rock. I'm gonna mention Kiwi again. I think he can do country. We've heard Canyon Moon. We know he can do ballads, pop. We already know he can do pop. But I don't know about the disco part. The most disco song on the album is Dance No More. But again, it needs that. Disco is groove, okay? This is synth pop. This is this. Disco is, let's groove tonight. Set a special life. Disco makes you want to do this. Like this, right? Like a smooth. This album makes you want to do a stiff hand pump fist. This is not fluid. Disco is fluid. All right. I also think Coming Up Roses, oh man, it's so beautiful. If he would have, again, gave us that orchestra, like a full ass orchestra. It's one of the longest songs on the album at 4 minutes and 8 seconds. The longest song on the album is Aperture at 5 minutes, 11 seconds. That's because a lot of it is just synth in the end. And then Carla's song is, don't get me started. I think the orchestra part in Coming Up Roses is very beautiful. I think it was just like cut too short. Like it wasn't long enough in the song. Like the orchestra goes away and then it's just doot doot like strings, which is beautiful still. But extend that. Extend it as long as you extended the synth in Aperture. If we have the time and we have the budget, use it, you know? Let's allocate our budget and our time to Coming Up Roses. Justice for Coming Up Roses. Let's get into pop. I understand the lyrics of pop, okay? He's talking about being current. That's what I got from it. Let's look at some lyrics. No more rolling papers. It's meant to be pop. squeaky clean fantasy. He's saying like he can't be like maybe the Harry Styles of himself. He still has to have this image. He can't tell people who smoke weed. He can't tell people who do drugs and have drug. Well, he talked about that in squeaky clean fantasy. Like he's a certain image to certain people in society. And he's talking about, am I over my head? It's meant to be pop. Like people are expecting pop music pop from him. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I like this. I mean, I like this for him for the album. Like it makes sense. I don't like the song. I think it could sound fuller. Again, I think it's just beat and lyrics. It's not enough background vocals. It's not enough instruments in that studio. Live instruments. I think this song also should have been a single because it did have the lyrics that people would need to probably mull over. This song is telling a message. This makes sense to put into an album to tell a message, to tell a story, because that's what albums are. That's what full bodies of work are. They tell a message. They tell a story. There's a reason you wrote the song. You're a songwriter, right? You wrote all these songs. You're a songwriter. Okay, you're credited on the album for writing a song. Okay, you're telling a story. This song makes sense. It tells a story. It has a reason. I don't know if it should have been a single or not, because I mean, if you make it a single, does it take away the lyrics? Or if you make it a single, does it give people enough time to mull over the lyrics, break it down, and hear what you're trying to say, and be expectant for this album? Like, oh, okay, he's gonna be talking about like how people view him and how he doesn't want to be in this mold, this pop mold, and how he wants to break out of that, and he's going to disco. Yeah, it should have been pop. Should have been a single dropped before the album. I do think Aperture was a good way to come out, but then I don't think it should have been American Girls. I think it should have been pop. I mean, I'm sure he did the American Girls for money reasons. Maybe Americans like, Harry Styles love us. We got this British boy wrapped around our fingers. Like, I probably financially, because there's always like logistics. There's always like things going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. I forgot to say this palette. I love this palette. It's by Valentino. This fell off because I've traveled with it so much, but it's their Eye to Cheek blush, and it's in the color 6. It used to be it still has like the Valentino on the mirror, but this is my favorite-ish blush in the whole entire world. I should probably think about buying another one. Let's get into Dance No More. Dance No More is the most disco song on the album, and even then, it's not disco enough. Maybe the disco was the friends we made all along by this time. Like, maybe the disco is just us hanging out. You know, maybe the disco is us getting together and talking about, hey, what's this album? The lyrics make sense, okay? This song is telling a story. There's a reason this song was written. There's always like 3 reasons a song was written, okay? The artist wants to tell a story. The artist wants to make people feel a certain way, or the artist wants to make money, all right? This song is the artist wants to tell the story and make people feel a certain way, okay? He wants to tell them that the DJs aren't playing enough disco music. The DJs aren't playing music to get people grooving and moving. That's what he's saying. DJs don't want to dance no more. That's how he's saying it. He's saying the people are saying the DJs aren't dancing no more because he doesn't want to say it, because he don't want to say too much. Again, my hairstyles, he don't want to be put in a hot seat. I've noticed this in his album. He's like, well, the people are saying my friends are in love with American Girls. He's not saying that he's in love with American Girls. My friends are saying it. The people are saying that the DJs don't disco. I'm not saying that. The people are saying that. And it's like, Harry, you can say stuff. You can say stuff in your ivory tower. No one's going to come get you. I mean, they are going to come get you, but hey, that's what money and being white is for. Say crazy stuff and get the word out. Yeah, Paint by Numbers is noisy. It's noisy. Boo boo bee bop. No, the song is like bee boo boo bop boo boo. Bee bop, bee boo 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 bop. You know? Noisy. I hate that song. Okay, and then Carla's song. By this point, I'm listening to it like this. I'm listening, I'm checking, I'm like, oh, it's still going? Yeah, Carla's song's too long. I feel like Carla's song is a song that probably was supposed to go on Harry's House, because it kind of feels like, I'm referencing Harry's House a lot, so I really hope that you guys listen to it. Harry's House is one of my favorite albums. I really do think Carla's song was probably supposed to be on Harry's House, but it got pulled for some reason, because it kind of matches with those last, 10 to 13 songs with Keep Driving. It could have been the Little Freak Matilda Keep Driving. That block of 6 to 10, Carla's song would have been perfectly there, but I think he scrapped it, and then he kept it, and then he added a little bit of synth in it, a little bit of in the background, a little bit of. Harry's House was only 41 minutes and 59 seconds, but it's just so much better. Wow. Well, I guess timing has it. I guess it's not about how long. It's just how good. Wow, that's so interesting. I did not know Harry's House is shorter by 1 second. Yeah, so that's how I feel about Carla's song. I also don't think he should have finished with it. If he was going to finish with a ballad, he should have finished with Coming Up Roses, because that song is beautiful and the best one on the album. Best one on the album. And the thing about Harry Styles is he just recently was on SNL, and he did a great job. He did a great job. And I saw that movie, Don't Worry, Darling. I don't hate that movie. I think that movie just had all that terrible press around it. Really didn't get a chance to be a good movie. The people are like, the premise is stupid. First of all, most thriller or scary movies like that have like an insane premise. And that's why they get produced, because it's an insane premise and people want to see it played out. I don't think it's a bad movie. I don't think it's a bad movie at all. I think it had great performances, and I think it had the budget, and it had the marketing rollout, however insane it was. And I don't think Harry Styles was terrible in it. It could have been, far better. But again, it's just like his first thing. And was he probably booked for the role because of his name and to bring money? Yeah. He was like okay in it. He was like kind of okay in it. I was not mad at his performance at all. And then his SNL, when he was on SNL, he did a great job. He did a great job on SNL. And it's like, Harry, if you want to sell nail polish and go be an actor, do that. You can do that. You don't have to make music. Harry Styles, obviously, he loves music. And I think he loves to perform. And that's why he loves concerts. And he loves, being with a band and going on stage. Because he's a performer. He's an entertainer. So that's why I think he's touring this album. But I also felt like this album just felt like a filler. It felt like a filler chapter. It felt like a filler album. And don't call it disco. Call it house. Since it isn't technically credited as a disco album, but synth pop, dance pop. Maybe he shouldn't have put a disco on the cover in the actual album title. Kids occasionally dance all the time. There we go. That would have changed. This whole review would went a whole different round. You can dance to some of these songs. The lyrics are stupid, but the lyrics are stupid to most, some rap songs that we like. Sometimes you don't care about the lyrics. Y'all don't want to hear me, y'all just want to dance. 3 Stacks did that. And sometimes you just don't want to hear it, you just want to dance. But when the lyrics are so stupid, you're like, wait, a dirty clown? You kind of step back and wait, what am I doing? He should have mumbled that. He said that too clear. That's why it stuck out to me. I'm looking at my notes right now, and I wrote down, I feel like he's hiding a better album. It feels rushed and lazy. Like, here, damn, album. Are You Listening Yet with a Choir would have been so good. Like, Fine Line, Harry Styles would have done that. Ooh, that's a good little clip. The end of season 2, Weight Loss, was the closest to the sound that he was looking for. Let me go back to that. I think the very end of the song, kind of when you hit that 234 range where he has horns going on in the background, his voice is kind of like altered a little way, and then he's got a little bit of a choir going on. I think that was really good. I still don't think it's disco, but it was kind of like that synth house type of sound. First of all, that song should have started like that. And I think if he would have got 2 more songs in that realm, it kind of would have sounded, I think the whole album would have sounded much better and much more put together. Like, oh, okay, this is the sound that we're going for. This is the sound. Instead, it starts off just like low and lackluster, and it's not punchy enough. And you keep listening, you're like, oh, okay, it finishes well. And a lot of the songs on this album is like that. But then it's also like, I don't want to listen to this hoopla jubla for the first 2 minutes to get to the best part of the song. And that's the thing with season 2 Weight Loss. I think if he would have kept with that punchy synth, kind of like alternative, like kind of like an alternative house type of vibe, something like the 1975 does. I'm gonna keep comparing to 1975. So yeah, I think we should have got more songs that sound like the last minute and a half of season 2 Weight Loss. I forgot to talk about my mascara. Mascara is by L'Oreal Extensionlist. Really good. L'Oreal does a really good non-wet, tacky, heavy mascara. I love their mascaras. I stand by these. My lip liner is by Wet n Wild. It's not even anything on there. I just live by this. It's 603. You can find this anywhere, Wet n Wild. I love these. I just go through them like crazy. And then my setting spray is again by L'Oreal. It's the Infallible setting spray, 36 hours. This does last for forever. And then my glossy is by Clarins. It's their lip perfector. I love no other gloss as much as I do love Make Sense by Fenty, but she doesn't make that anymore. But this is in the color 7. I put on my edges and my brows. I always use the Balm Edge Control. And I switch between edge controls. There's no one edge control where I'm like, this stuff is great. It's not flaky at all. It's all kind of flaky. Yeah, babes. This has been my review of Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally by Harry Styles. I hope you agreed with some of the things that I've said. I hope none of this isn't like malicious intent. I kind of just wanted to review an album. I kind of want to do more reviews on my channel. Give me your thoughts. Give me your opinions. Tell me if you're going to the concert. I try to get tickets. I actually got my mom's Capital One card. Waited for 90 minutes. Finally got in line, and then all the tickets were gone. This was the pre-sale. So I can't go, but I hope you guys have a blast. Yeah, babes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if anything else you want to review soon. We're gonna be start doing movie and TV show reviews. I finally figured out like how to set it up and how I want to do it. So comment below any shows and any movies that you guys want to watch together. We're gonna be watching it and talking about it and reacting to it. So let me know, babes. I'm open to watch whatever you guys want me to watch, okay? I love you so much. God loves you. Your friends and your family love you. I'm happy that you're here. Thank you for being here. Okay, babes? Chase your dreams. Do whatever you want. All right, bye. Love you.